Good morning, good morning, good morning. Want to jump right into this. Want to share this interesting article that I ran across. So, for those that don't know, the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, it has an investment arm in which they uh, shift and funnel funds into new tech startup companies. So a lot of these new technology companies you see emerging, um, while they're in their nascent beginning stages before they blow up into like big firms and things of that nature. The CIA, they have a venture capital arm, and it's called NQTEL, IN-Q-TEL. It's Northern Virginia based. And like I said, a lot of these new startup companies, they need seed capital. They need funding to get a lot of their projects off the ground, get a lot of research and development done. And the CIA funds that. And the trade off for getting that capital, fundraising, and getting financial aid basically is the CIA gets to sit members of the CIA via NQTEL, its venture capital arm, on the board of governors of these companies. And thus, it's how they control and manipulate, regulate, oversee, um, and basically gain control and influence of a lot of these companies. There are hundreds of companies like that right now. But what's interesting though that I read today is that there is a Texas-based company called Colossal Biosciences. Colossal Biosciences. And what they are engaged in is CRISPR gene editing. And CRISPR gene editing, it kind of goes with what it says. They edit genes. They sequence genomes, meaning like they find an organism or animal and they sequence the whole genome of that animal and then proceed to edit, excise. They can snip out different portions of DNA and put in other portions of DNA into that and basically modify how that organism or animal presents itself uh, phenotypically, um, genetically, genotypically or phenotypically. And so the CIA, via NQTEL, has now invested inside of Colossal Biosciences, the Texas-based gene editing company that uses CRISPR. CRISPR is the program and process that's used to manipulate DNA sequences in people's genomes or animal genomes. And it's interesting. You wonder, what interest is it? What business is it? What purpose is it? Why does the CIA want to get into genetic sequencing? What do they see that they can do, control, by having influence and power in manipulating genetics? And so it's interesting too. I'll pull up the article, and this is on the Intercept. Now, it's interesting too because this Colossal Biosciences, they have some pretty impressive as I said, high-profile funders and investors, including Peter Thiel. I know y'all heard of him before. Tony Robbins, Paris Hilton, Winklevoss Capital. You know, the Winklevoss twins. These are the twins that were in court fighting against Mark Zuckerberg over who really owns Facebook. So these are other investors in Colossal Biosciences. And now In-Q-Tel and the CIA also is investing. Now, I want to read you an excerpt. I'm going to read you two excerpts. Here's one. In-Q-Tel, its new investor, is registered as a nonprofit venture capital firm funded by the CIA. On the surface, the group funds technology startups with the potential to safeguard national security. In addition to its long-standing pursuit of intelligence and weapons technology, the CIA outfit has lately displayed an increased interest in biotechnology and particularly DNA sequencing. All right? And so Colossal Biosciences, they say that their goal is for the de-extinction of species, And so, you know, they say one of their goals is to resurrect the woolly mammoth, to resurrect the Tasmanian tiger, and to resurrect this thylacine marsupial and a couple of other species that have been extinct by getting DNA samples from their bones, sequencing them, and then bringing them basically into carnation. All right? Now, here's another excerpt that I want to read to you. Here. The embrace of this technology, according to In-Q-Tel's blog post, will help allow U.S. government agencies to read, write, and edit genetic material, and importantly, to steer global biological phenomena that impact nation-to-nation competition, while enabling the United States to help set the ethical as well as the technological standard for its use. So they haven't disclosed the amount that In-Q-Tel or CIA has invested in them, but we do know that now the CIA, via its venture capital arm known as In-Q-Tel, has poured money into Colossal Biosciences genetic sequencing. This is something that I think we need to pay attention to. I think there's more to it. We have to have an open mind to think, understand, be able to forecast and brainstorm of possible implications, consequences, and repercussion. With that said, I am out. Peace.